Hi everyone, we're going to establish or verify the trig identities, and we'll get started with this one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to work on the left hand side of the equation, and we need it to equal the right hand side of the equation. So I'm going to take my sine squared, this right here. Sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. And I'm going to solve for sine squared. If I subtract cosine squared from both sides, I'm going to get 1 minus cosine squared of theta. Now, I'm going to go ahead and write that like that. So instead of sine squared, I'm going to substitute 1 minus cosine squared of theta, divided by 1 minus cosine of theta. Now, this is a difference of squares. So what I'm going to do is break it down using this. All right, so our A is 1 and our B is cosine. So I'm going to rewrite this as 1 minus, I'll go ahead and put a bracket here, 1 minus cosine of theta times 1 plus cosine of theta, divided by 1 minus cosine of theta. Now what happens when I do that is these cancel, so I don't have the denominator. So we didn't have to do the common denominator. Now what I'm left with is 1 minus 1 plus cosine of theta. So to distribute that negative, you get 1 minus 1 minus cosine of theta. This gives me 0 minus cosine of theta, which equals negative cosine of theta, which is what we wanted. We want this to equal negative cosine of theta. So that checks out. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.